Okay, in today's video, I would like to show everyone a discovery that I made back in 2010 when the History Channel kept playing all this stuff on the Mayan calendar date of December 21st, 2012. And I thought that there had to be something to those numbers. There had to be some kind of a code to the numbers 12, 21, 12. So I just started by writing down those numbers. And what I come up with, I have somehow miraculously tied into all my research on Coral Castle and tied that into my magnetic wheel. So from doing the research on all three things, I was able to come to the conclusion of what this all means. And I'm sharing this discovery with you now, and I have to be the only one in the world to discover this. It's just got to be astronomical, the odds if anybody else has even come close to figuring all this stuff out at the same time. So I'm going to share with you today the numbers behind 12, 21, 12, how it deals with Fibonacci, how it deals with magnetism, how it ties into Coral Castle, and how it ties into my magnetic wheel. So let's get started. 369, like Nikola Tesla said, is the key to understanding everything. This is why. Everything is triplicate. There's no dualities in nature. Everything works in threes. That's why we have 3D reality. You have space, you have counter space, and you have the plane of inertia in between. 3, 6, 9. That's how everything's functioning in the universe. There are no dualities. They want you to believe that there's dualities. But there's no dualities in nature. That's not how it functions. Tesla knew this. Ed Leedskalnin knew this. And other great minds have figured this out. And they've demonstrated it and shown it to you. The Pythagoreans have showed this to you through their triangle. Just like Ed's showing you right here with his triangle pointing at the 0 point of counter space, where everything is being driven from. So this is how it's working. I sat down one day and wrote down the numbers 12, 21, 12. And just started looking at it because I knew there had to be some type of a code to this thing. Okay, when you look at these numbers, 12, 21, 12, you're going to see that you just start off 1, 2. When you go up and add a 3, you can add 3, 4, 5, and 6 up. 1, 2. Going down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? What it is doing is the same thing that my 55 is doing in the square numbers for the magnetism. Okay? Marco Rodin states that magnetism is a 3D toroidal system that is based on it's based on the 10-digit system. Okay, so it's a base 10 number system is what he's telling you. So when I figured out the numbers to this and what this was doing, it's running energy at the base layer. It's running one way in a right angle, and then it's running another way at another right angle. So like I said, it's adding this way and subtracting this way. Okay. What you're seeing here is it's doing the same thing. But at the center of this are these numbers. See, everything's emulating right here from the 0 point. This is the 0 point that the Mayans are trying to tell you for a number system. Okay? That's the 0 point. Just like 55 is the 0 point for the square. Just like the Polaris telescope is the 0 point for Coral Castle. Because it's showing you this. Everything is 369. This is a delta T. 3 positive edges, 3 negative edges, and it's the only shape that can turn itself inside out. Okay, so what this thing is doing, it's showing you how the frequency at the top comes to a point, because it's running off a point source. All this energy is running off a point source. So it's showing you the flow of the energy. Just like this pattern here is showing you the flow of the energy in the square magnets that drive my wheel. Because what you have here is the same thing. Here's the square. It's showing you counter space. And space with the 0 point of the plane of inertia in the center. All this stuff ties together. It's all the same thing. There's no dualities in nature. Everything's triplicate. So basically, what this is, and this is my discovery. Like I said, here's the data on this paper. 520 of 10. And I would never have been able to figure all this out at the end without tying Coral Castle into this whole thing. So this is what the Mayans were trying to tell you. That 12, 21, 12 is a 0 point. And it's a 0 point for a linear equation in a geometric form. Okay, that's what December 21st, 2012 really is. It's a code, just like the code in Coral Castle. Just like I broke down the whole code to Coral Castle using the Fibonacci and the square numbers and showing you that everything is revolving around that 0 point or counter space or the axle on the wheel. It's all the same thing. Everything is triplicate. There are no dualities. Positive, negative, neutral. 3, 6, 9. That's how everything's working. So this is my discovery on 2012, and I'm just glad I could pull all these videos together to share it with everybody. Lay the numbers out yourself, and you'll see what I'm talking about. As far as what else it does, it's up to other people's interpretations, what they can find out from this code, but I'm just here to show the world that this is what the Mayans were trying to tell you. Because 3 months after this date was probably going to be the ending of civilization that the Mayans had predicted, because in the summer of 2012, we had 3 CMEs incoming from the sun that should have wiped us out, and they didn't, because something bumped them. They were headed straight for Earth, and something bumped them. That could have been the end of our civilization by the date of 12/21/12. So I just like to share this discovery of mine with everyone, and hope you find it interesting. Thanks for watching.